Yeah, here we go. There's a track on it called Vibes. What can I say? Andy had just sent the prototype up back in 2016. It's like, where has the time gone? So I got it and I thought, right, I'll play this record because I've been playing it lots out and just playing loads of gigs. So I put it on. Just kind of... No, it's got everything. So full, dynamically, it's amazing. Vocals, loads of effects. And I just remember playing this and just being like, and then I started messing around and just, you know, kind of, you know, bringing this in and then just dynamically back in. But one thing that was huge was obviously this, which was the high pass filter. But it's doing the same job as like an EQ per channel, but it just seems so much fun just being able to dynamically just throw it back in. So it's similar dropping your bass frequency out, but it's also so easy to mix with as well. So you're kind of dropping it in, but that's so much fun. Just oh, I still get a buzz from just doing that. Yeah. So what, you know, our initial thing was to produce a really portable desktop DJ mixer, totally unique, really simple feature set, because for putting records on and for blending, obviously you can put 4 sources in, so 2 CDJs, two decks, but something you could literally throw in a tote bag and take to a gig. That's what I did, yeah. So the first one, I remember I was playing 7 hours that night over at Jubio's place, and where I was playing Fridays and Saturdays, so we had, you know, kind of 14 hours a week to be playing records. So we play everything, and I mean like everything. Hip hop, down tempo, Valeric stuff, house, whatever. You know, it was just just across the board. I remember taking it, and I can remember Carlo coming over and going, "Wow, the sound just opened up. The whole bar was totally different." And I just thought, yes. Yeah, and one of the joys of playing on these mixes is it makes you concentrate on track selection, and it'll reward that hugely. The simplicity in itself of the mixer really lets you think about the records that you're putting together, and that's a beautiful thing, because it is a different mixing experience. But once you nail it, once you get it, a few mixes in, it's confidence inspiring, it's just crazy. And after that 7 hours, I've never felt as fresh. Master EQ Isolator. The reason why I wanted it to be horizontal and not vertical, a lot of people ask this, is because I believe that isolation should shape a sound and not overtake it. And I was watching a lot of people playing isolators, and it kind of detracts from the overall experience of the sound. I just think that it's for what I wanted to do, based upon really beautiful, natural, open, dynamic, transparent sound and playability. With a high pass filter, this just really works because it shapes the sound, and the way that Andy has put the frequency, it's a really natural, musical master EQ first and foremost, but it does have cut. So you can drive and you can, you know, bring the mid frequency in, or just the bass, so you can rumble the bass out. It's just lovely, it's just beautiful, and we're super proud of that as well. We thought about what I did was I bought loads of effects units and I tested them, and I couldn't find anything that really worked for me as a DJ. So Andy and I discussed it. Andy came up with this, you know, effects design, which is such an amazing unit, because we wanted to create something that it's more like an instrument, so you have to learn it. Going back when we were messing around with effects processing and messing around on desks and messing around pre-computers, we were just doing it all in the box, and it feels it's super analog. It feels right. You have to learn it, which is an amazing thing in this day and age. Press a couple of digital buttons and it does it for you. That's not what we do. You know, it's kind of learning how to play on these things. Technics is an art form you need to learn, and this is an art form as well. And we create esoteric audio products, we want people to learn how to use them and then enjoy them and keep them and love them and be proud to own them. Like I say, we made the first ones, we didn't have factories, we didn't have anything, so we've grown like that, but no matter where we go, we'll still have that principle, we still have the same principles, esoteric sound and simplicity at the core of everything that we do, MasterSounds. Look at what we do with DJs. We're audio lovers, we love art, we love design. I come from a design background, so it's super, super important that our products reflect that, and I think they do, and I'm super proud of that. My background in design engineering and metalworking came at such an amazing point. At first, my brother used to make the casings. I used to fix all the, I used to sort all the painting, I used to sort all the screen printing, so I'd be in my car driving around the north to all these different suppliers that I've had 20-year relationships with. So I'd be setting off at 4 a.m, going and getting the painters, doing all this, and it's such a brilliant experience. Obviously, as we've grown, it's not enabled me to do that as much, but we still have that heart, we still have those principles, it's still super close to our hearts in having companies that we work really closely with, have really good personal relationships with. And each one of these is still a part of us. So Andy and I and our companies, we are giving a part of us to everyone. It's our quest. We still buy records every day. It's funny, I was down at Andy's the other day and he turned me on to that Delano Smith album. So we're doing some testing. And Andy's still buying Delano Smith albums, and I hadn't heard it, so we buy it straight away. So we've got our love of audio will never ever stop, and I think that's what drives us forwards, because we're not just a mixer company. This is our life, our soul, our blood, everything. I mean, I bought my first set of turntables at 13-year-old kid, didn't know how to mix, no idea. And that's a journey, a massive journey, working in record shops, doing all that, DJing, touring, wow, but a background in engineering, and then obviously meeting with Andy, who's like the most decorated, amazing analog legend. It's like, it was a meeting of minds, really. And I'm super proud of that, and I always will be.